Om.
ॐ शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 2nd. Please read the verse 2nd.
श्रीभगवानुवाच काम्यानां कर्मणान्यासं सन्न्यासं कवयो विदुः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं प्राहुस्त्यागं विचक्षणाः।
Arjuna wants to know more about these two words, sannyasa and tyaga, often used by Bhagavan Krishna during his teaching. Bhagavan has not specifically drawn any distinction between these two. Context-wise, you are able to know what it is. But why two words? Because sannyasa means also giving up, tyaga also means giving up. They are more or less synonyms only. And yet, distinction is being made in that. So Arjuna wants to know more about it. So now Bhagavan is giving different versions of sannyasa and tyaga, and finally gives his verdict as Parameshwara, what it should be. Read the Bhasya, Kamyanam Ashwamedhadinam.
काम्यानाम् अश्वमेधादीनां कर्मणां न्यासं परित्यागं सन्न्यासं सन्न्यास शब्दार्थम् अनुष्ठेयत्वेन प्राप्तस्य अननुष्ठानं कवयः पंडितः केचिद् विदुः विजानन्ति।
Yes, up to your seen. Kamyanam karma. Karmas which are performed with the desire in view. With a sankalpa that I am doing such and such karma, yaga, etc. to get its promised result, such and such thing. These are called kamya. Desire-ridden karmas, sacrifices, whatever they may be. For example, few have been given. Topmost told, Ashwamedhadina. beginning from the topmost karma, Ashwamedha. Beyond that, giving a higher result, there is no karma at all. Actually, Ashwamedha Yaga, wherein Himsa, killing is involved. A horse is sacrificed. Brahmana is not supposed to do that. But for Brahmana, Ashwamedha Upasana is given, by which he can get the same result. He is not deprived about the highest result, but Upasana, where killing is not involved, just meditation only. So that is being given to him. Highest one is Ashwamedha. The least one is, that is called the Agnihotra. Daily to be done after marriage, or until one dies, or until one takes sannyasa. The least karma. In between, varieties of karmas come there. All these karmas, for the sake of fulfillment of desires, whatever they are taken to, are what? Kamya karmas. In this, Nitya karma, Naimitya karmas also get included. Nitya karma, for example, Agnihotra. Every day one has to do it. Even if some yagas, etc., are to be done, first Agnihotra you do and then proceed further. Like that. Naimitya karma, fortnightly, half yearly, yearly, certain specific karma sacrifices need to be done. They are called Naimitya, occasional one. So Kamya means it also includes Nitya, daily, and Naimitya, occasional karmas. So giving up all these karmas is sannyasa. Some knowledgeable people say sannyasa, nyasam parityagam, totally giving up. Here giving up means what? Non-performance. It is not like you giving charity some money or something, no. Non-performance. That is sannyas shabdartham, means anushtayatvena praptasya. Whatever that is expected of you to be taken to as per the Vedic injunction, ananushthanam, non-performance is sannyasa. Kavayaha, panditaha, people who have studied shastras, catches some people. Now, what is tyaga? He gives the version of the meaning of that. Continue, Bhasya.
नित्यनैमित्तिकानाम् अनुष्ठीयमानानां सर्वकर्मणाम् आत्मसम्बन्धितया प्राप्तस्य फलस्य परित्यागः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागः तं प्राहुः कथयन्ति त्यागं त्यागशब्दार्थं विचक्षणाः पंडिताः.
So this is what is called tyaga, but some other scholars, what are those? Or same scholars. Nitya naimittikanam anushtiyamananam. Anushtyamana means those which are enjoined by the Vedas, that these nitya karmas, daily karmas, naimittik, occasional karmas need to be done. Sarva karmanam, even kamya, of course, it gets included there. Atma sambandhitaya praptasya. Or kamya may not be taken because he is not doing for the sake of phala. So atma sambandhitaya praptasya means which, as per the shastra, are enjoined on the individual. You're supposed to do that. Why? The mandate is there from the shastra, command is there. Vidhi, one must do that. So such which are expected to be performed, phalasya tyagaha means he does it, at the same time he is not doing for the sake of phala. Even kamya also can be done without not for the phala. But more here about it, nitya karma and naimitya karma. Why he does it? I have been asked I have been enjoined by the Vedas to perform this karma. And Vedas is a command of Ishvara. So this is how Ishvara has asked me to do, I do that. Rest everything is left to Ishvara. I'm not bothered about it. I abide with instructions of Ishvara. Why do you? Because I know my good is in that. Why Ishvara has given Vedas? For our good. We should know what to be done. We should know what not to be done. What is the goal of life, ultimate goal of life? All these are told which are good for us. And therefore, Ishvara is some hitaishi, one who is totally interested in our good. So I abide by that. I got Shraddha in Ishvara. Many things I may not know. How, why, etc. I may not know. But I know it for certain. It is for my good because it has come from Ishvara. Atma Sambandha Praptasya Phalasya Tyaga. He does a karma, but not for the sake of result. That is what is called as Sarva Karma Phalatyaga. Tam Kathayanti. Tam Prahu. So Prahu means Kathayanti. This is what they describe. What Tyagam? Tyaga here means not simply giving up. Tyaga Shabdartham, as the meaning of the word Tyaga as used in the Shastras, especially here by Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Vichakshanaha means Panditaha. This is what is the version given. Totally giving up of karmas, sannyasa. Performance of karmas, at the same time giving up karma phala, tyaga. This is what people who have studied Shastra say. Some people say like that. Now, Bhashyakara brings to our notice. Look, these two are not words which have got totally different meaning. No, more or less, in both, one thing is common. What is common? Giving up. What you give up differs. In sannyasa, you give up karma. And when you give up karma, there is no occasion for giving up karma phala because you have not done the karma. Karma phala comes provided you do the karma. But here, he is not doing the karma at all, means there is no question of giving up karma phala. But he gives up karma. But tyaga, giving up is involved, sacrifice is involved. In the case of tyaga, does perform the karma, but the phala is given up. Tyaga. This common feature is being brought to our notice by Bhashyakara. Continue.
यदि काम्य कर्म परित्यागः फल परित्यागः वा अर्थः वक्तव्यः सर्वथा अपि त्यागमात्रं संन्यास त्याग शब्दयोः एकः अर्थः न घटपट शब्दौ इव जात्यांतर भूतार्थौ.
You can put there yasmat, because this is the fact. Yadi kamya karma parityagaha, either or, either the giving up of kamya karma like Ashwamedhadi, va or phala parityaga, giving up of the result. Here the karma itself are not performed, in that sense they are given up. Other in tyaga, what is that? Karmas are performed, but the phala is given up. Artha vaktavya. Either case, So the meaning has to be given as what? Giving up of something. One is giving up of karmas, other is giving up of phala. Tasma, therefore, sarvatha, by all means. Parityaga matram sannyasa tyaga shabdayoho ekaha artha. You can add sap. In either case, whether you use the word sannyasa for giving up of karma, or use the word tyaga for giving up karma, what is involved there? Sarvata. I mean, in both the cases. Parityaga matram. The meaning of both words is only what? This much. What is it? Parityaga. Totally giving up. Earlier case, sannyasa, totally giving up karma. Tyaga, totally giving up the karma phalas. See, tyaga. Tyaga matram means only slight secondary bheda is there. A secondary difference between sannyasa and tyaga is there. Because in both, prominently the meaning is totally giving up. What you give up differs. And differing what? Not total unconnected, connected only. Karma given means karma phala not given up. Here karma not given up, karma phala is given up. So that way, parityaga matram means in their meaning, only a secondary difference is there. Because sannyasa tyaga shabdayoho ekaha arthasya. Both necessarily should mean only one thing. What is that? Parityaga. Totally giving up. What you give up differs, but they are interconnected. He points out they are not totally two different words like na ghata pata shabdau iva yatyantara bhuta arthau. They are not totally distinct words like ghata pata, pot and the cloth. Entirely different two entities. Like that sannyasa and tyaga are not two totally distinct words having totally distinct meaning. No, not so. What is that? Total distinction is not there. Ghata pata shabdau iva. Like the word ghata and pata. Ghata, pot, pata, cloth. There's a pet things borrowed from Tarkikas. Ghata pata, you get confused afterwards. Ghata pata. So therefore, of course, those who know the meaning, there is no problem. Ghata pata shabda viva. Jatyantara bhutarthavana. They are not two distinct, different words having meanings totally apart. It is not so. This is what Bhagavad has said. In these two senses, these two words are used. They are interconnected, not totally distinct. Here is the doubt. You are telling us giving up of phala of nitya naimita karma. There is a concept among some people, those who follow Vedas, but they have got a wrong concept that nitya karmas do not yield the result, but you have to do it. Why you should do it? If you don't do it, you will incur sin. What they technically call as pratyavaya dosha. a defect that accrues on account of non-performance of something. This is only a concept, a pura paksha, which Vedanta doesn't accept, though it gives some weight for that concept. Vedanta points out, look here, non-performance of the karma cannot give result. You are telling that if nitya naimitya karmas are not done, that person will incur sin. What is that? He did not do something and he got the phala. No. Karmas give phalas only when done, good or bad, papa or punya. But you have to do it. It's not correct. And how this notion has come, Vedanta clarifies. Listen, this mind is a devil's workshop. If this person doesn't do the nitya nimitta karma, his mind will get preoccupied slowly in the nishiddha karmas prohibited by the Shastra, and thereby you will incur sin. You will incur sin because of performing the nishiddha karma, prohibited karmas, and not because of non-performance of nitya karma. That is the principle behind it. But some people take it too literally and they say, if nitya nimitta karma do not give result, but non-performance gives papa. Their very concept that nitya naimittika karmas, daily and occasional karmas, do not give phala is wrong, because none other than Bhagavan Sri Krishna himself is going to tell us here in verse 12. All karmas, including nitya naimitya karmas, do yield the results if the person is not a jnani. For ajnanis, including nitya naimitya karmas, all karmas do yield the result. For jnani, no. Therefore, your concept that nitya naimitya karmas do not yield the result is wrong. So, but Bhashyakara brings to our notice this wrong concept and gives the answer to that. Read Nanu.
ननु नित्यनैमित्तिकानां कर्मणां फलम् एव नास्ति इति आहुः कथम् उच्यते तेषां फलत्यागः इति यथा वन्ध्यायाः पुत्रत्यागः.
This is the Pura Paksha. Contrary notion. A question asked and an objection raised. Nanu. I told many times, Nanu means generally what happens. Those who are studying bhashas or any shastras, Nanu generally is uttered when some objection against the Siddhanta is shown. Siddhanta means the principal doctrine of that text. For us, Vedantin, Jiva Brahma Aikya is the principal doctrine. Suppose for Sankhyas, their Siddhanta is different. So therefore, if a Vedantin raises an objection, it's called Purvapaksha. No. But in Vedanta, if a Sankhya, Nyayika, Tarkika, there is an option, it's called Purvapaksha. Nanu. What is Nanu? Na, no. Not indeed. Just imagine an assembly of scholars or mumukshus who are discussing. Somebody said something. Other person has got an objection. So, now generally what happens? You raise your hand. I have got something to tell. Like that. No, not indeed. Sir, what you have said is not really true. I have got something to tell. No. So that is what is no. But at times no is used for assertion also. Certainly. Generally, we can straight away take no means a Purvapaksha counter notion has come. But this general rule at times creates problem, especially in the Bhasya of Brahma Sutra. Even scholars get misguided. The Nanu word is used by Siddhanti, not Purvapaksha. Vedanti only uses the word Siddhanti. And people take it as by the Purvapaksha. So little caution should be there, but generally Nanu means a contrary view. What is the contrary view now? He says, Sir, Nitya Naimitykanam Karmanam Phalam Eva Nasti Iti Ahu. Some people say Iti Ahu. Some people say that for Nitya Naimitya Karma, result itself is not there. You have to perform. If you don't perform, you will get sin. But when you perform, you are not getting the result. Like that, no? You have to do this, but you will not be given the salary. But if you don't do it, you will be punished. That's what their concept, which is not true. But they say like that. Phalameva nasti. It doesn't yield the result at all. Iti ahu. Some people say so. When it is so, kathamuchyate tesham phalatyaga iti. If these karmas do not bear the result, where is the occasion of giving up of those results? You know, this month, I gave my entire salary in charity. How much the salary was? Big zero. Is it got any sense? Like that. When Nitya Naimitya karmas do not bear the result, where is the occasion of giving up that phala? Katham uchyate, how do you say so? Or how Bhagavan can say so? Or some vichakshanaha, kavayaha, knowledge of people, how can they say so? Iti, for which an example is given. Yatha vandhyayaha putra tyaga. Just as Vandhya, a barren woman, gives up its son. The son is not born at all. There is the Krishna giving up. It is a superfluous statement, far from truth. This is the objection or contrary view, for which Bhashyakara gives answer by first pointing out, Sir, this is not a defect. There is nothing wrong in this matter. Let us see. Continue.
न एष दोषः नित्यानाम् अपि कर्मणां भगवता फलवत्वस्य इष्टत्वात्.
So he says, Naisha dosha, Sir, This is nothing wrong here as you have pointed out. There's no defect here. Why? Your concept was wrong. What is your concept? Nitya naimiti karma do not yield the result. The wrong concept. How? Nityanam api. Of nitya karmas also includes naimitya karmas. I hope by now you should know. Nitya means daily karmas. Naimitya occasional karmas. Even in social contact. For example, nitya, you in need of neighbors, etc., other relatives and all that, you take care of. Naimitya, occasional. Some wedding is there, some thread ceremony is there, some child is born, some funeral is there. You have to attend. Occasional. So like this. Nityanam api karmana. Even daily and occasional karma. Bhagavata phalavatva seishtatva. Bhagavan accepts that nitya naimitya karmas do bear the result. Because they are meant for durita kshaya. What is durita? The sins, papas accumulated in past lives. These sins cloud our buddhi. As a result, what happens? Viveka doesn't dawn in the mind. Even if Shastra says, don't take to this, take to this. This is not good for you. This is good for you. But that buddhi is such that on account of past papas, it is not able to know the truth behind it. And when Viveka is not there, your value system is wrong, Vairagya is not there. When Vairagya is not there, mind is totally preoccupied in the objects, etc. of the world. As a result, it is incapable of knowing its swarupa, the true nature, free from all the features of the world. See what are lost. So therefore, performance of nitya naimitya karmas enables the person to get rid of or cleanse the past sins. As a result, buddhi becomes brilliant, viveka dawns, vairagya crops up, and he can take to higher and higher pursuits in life. So, nityanam api karmana, bhagavata, by Bhagavan, phalavatva se ishtatva, ishtatvat, angikritatvat. Bhagavan also has accepted in verse 12 to come now that nitya naimitya karmas also are endowed with result. Means they do give result. Where it is told by Bhagavan, continue.
वक्ष्यति हि भगवान् अनिष्टमिष्टमिति न तु सन्न्यासिनाम् इति च.
Bhagavan vakshati. He, because Bhagavan, Krishna, vakshati, he is going to tell now. In verse 12, anishtamishtamiti mishram phalam patyaginam bhavati natu sannyasinam kvachi. Atyagi means one who has not given up the karmas and karmaphalas, or one who is not affected by karmaphalas. A jnani who has nishtha, steadfastness in knowledge, has nothing to do with the karmaphalas. Karmaphalas do not bind him at all. But atyagi means ajnani. Ajnanis who are bound by the karmaphalas, what that? They do get the results. They can't escape the result. Therefore, anishtamiti, natu sannyasanamiti, stanza 12 only. Iti cha vakshati. So Bhagavad is going to tell, means whether you want it or not, an ignorant person is bound to get the result of action, nitya, naimittika, kamya. Whereas sannyasi, your sannyasi is jnani with nishtha in that. With nishtha, jnana. So such a person, for him, even if done, they do not bear result. Because in the wake of knowledge, what has happened? Ahankara gone. Identification of the body is not there. Karma phalas cannot be attached to anyone. Karma phalas cannot be attached to physical body because it is inert. Karma phalas cannot be attached to Chaitanya Atma because nirupadika. It can be attached to the erroneous entity called Ahankara, wherein the body is taken as I. In knowledge, Ahankara is the first casualty. No identifying the body. Karmaphalas cannot be attached to anyone. So therefore, for jnanis, karmaphalas cannot bind, but for ajnani, certainly they will bind him. What does it mean? Nitya namitta karmas also do bear results. Continuing.
सन्यासिनाम एव हि केवलं कर्मफलासंबंधं दर्शयन् असन्यासिनां नित्यकर्मफलप्राप्तिं भवत्यत्यागिनां प्रेत्य इति दर्शयति.
So what Bhagavan is going to point out thereby is kevalam sannyasinam eva karma phala sambandham darshan, means only for sannyasi. Here sannyasi is not simply vividisha sannyasi. Here sannyasi is the one who has got atma jnana, brahma jnana, has discovered himself as the akarta. The result is abhokta, is neither the doer nor the experience of result of action. So therefore, only to such natu sannyasinam, by this, karma phalas do not get connected to who? Sannyasi. Sannyasinam eva. Only in the case of sannyasi, karma phala sambandham darshan. Karma phalanam asambandham darshan, pointing out the absence of any connection of karma phalas to who? To sannyasi. Asanyasinam. Sannyasi are ignorant people who do the karma. Nitya karma phala prapti. That they do get the results of even nitya karma. bhavati atyaginam pretim darshati. Stanza 12 only. Atyaginam. With atyagi, ajnani. For him, result is bound to come. This is what Bhagavan is going to point out in verse 12. May nitya karmas do bear the results. So this is one version about sannyasa and tyaga. Bhagavan is giving another version that is prevalent in the society. Tyajam doshaiti. Next verse. Read verse 3.
त्याज्यं दोषवदित्येके कर्म प्राहुर्मनीषिणः यज्ञदानतपः कर्म न त्याज्यमिति चापरे.
Eke manishinaha doshavat karma tyajam iti prahu aparecha manishinaha. Again, aparecha manishinaha yajna dana tapa karma na tyajam iti ek prahu. Na tyajam iti prahu. Eke manishina. Some wise people who have studied Shastra, this is what they try to gather from the Shastra. Some difference may be there, but that is what they have understood. Eke manishina doshavat karma. Karma by all means is defective in nature, because karma always binds. Karma gives rise to karma phalas. Karma phalas means punarjanma. Again karma phala. Janma marana, bondage continues. So therefore, karma, which is the source of samsara, or which keeps the samsara continued, should be given up by all means. Eke manishinaha doshat karma. What should be done? Iti, because of the reason, what they say, iti prahu. Some say karma is always defective. It is binding in nature. Therefore what? Tyajam iti prahu. It should be given up because it is binding in nature. So means because karma is binding in nature, it has to be given by all means. This is some knowledgeable people, they say. Whereas apare, there are others, means here, even if one is enjoined by the karmas, by Vedas, or even if one is eligible to take to karma as per the Vedas, without seeing any of these things, one should give up because they are binding in nature. Whereas apare manishana, other scholars, they also have studied yajna dana tapa karma na tyajyam. The duties in terms of yajna dana tapa na tyajyam should not be given up. This is what others say. Now two versions have come now. Now the matter of discussion. We'll give the verdict now. Both are side what? Taking recourse, resort to Shastra only. So one has to give a verdict who has more knowledge about it. And fortunately, here we have got to Krishna himself. So he will come in course of time now and point out it is like this. Read Bhasya Tyajam Yatyaktavyam.
यत् त्याज्यं त्यक्तव्यं दोषवत् दोषः अस्य अस्ति इति दोषवत्.
Tyajam means Tyaktavyam, should be given up. Doshavat. Now here, see, dosha is the original word, the noun, to which a suffix is added, what? Otherwise, what is called as matu. It can be at in places mat also, it can be vat also. What does it mean in that case? The one that is endowed with dosha. Doshavat. That which is endowed with dosha, one meaning. Or doshavat also can mean like a dosha, somewhat similar to. Somewhat similar to dosha, like this. So what can be for both, like this or endowed with. Both meanings are given by Bhashika. First he says endowed with. Doshaha asya asti iti doshavat. This karma is endowed with defect. If you probe further, there are reasons which can be given. So doshavat. Now what the question is? Doshavat, doshaha asya asti iti doshavat. This entity, what is the entity here is? All karmas. Because it has got defect and therefore this should be done. Iti doshavat. This is the meaning taken as what is called as endowed with. Second meaning, wherein what will be like such and such thing. What is that like? Like the things which are not useful, on the contrary, which are harmful, they what? They are being given up, or one gets rid of that. So that is what is the second meaning. Let us see now. Kim tat, continue.
किम तत् कर्म बंध हेतुत्वात् सर्वमेव.
Kim tat. So, what is that dosha? Karma bandha hetutva sarvameva. Karma and in entirety is what? Karma hetutva is the cause of, no, not karma, bandha hetutva is the cause of bondage. Karma always binds in the sense. Karma gives rise to karma phalas. Karma phalas give rise to future embodiment according to your karma. And future embodiments for what purpose? To fulfill the desire. Janma, Marana cycles continue. See, why Vedanta insists on Vairagya? One may say, yes, we know that this, what you say, Jagat is something superimposed on Atma Brahma, accepted. Jagat comes and goes, impermanent, accepted. But it also gives us happiness, some peace of mind, some solace. To that extent, if we make use of it, what is wrong? Valid question. Say, nothing wrong, but you are encouraging the things or events in life which will pose more and more obstructions in your pursuit of gaining knowledge. So therefore, some say that karmas are to be given up. Why? They are binding in nature. You do karma, papa punya, and one more thing here. Karmas you do for what? Phala. Phala for enjoying the results, heaven or etc. What's wrong in that? With pursue Vedanta, we have the bhoga also. Bhoga and yoga, dono chalega. We'll take to practice certain things, etc. Study Vedanta. At the same time, some sense pleasure also. Why do you object them? Because both will not be able to take to. In Vedanta, first casualty is identifying the body. Identify the body. And identification of the body is the source of entire samsara. What bhoga, sense pleasure do it? They intensify two things by undergoing sense pleasures. I am this body, this erroneous notion is more and more intensified. Not only that, whatever sense objects we experience, we enjoy, they are real, that notion comes. Means by bhoga, sense pleasure, bodily identification with gets intensified, and notion that the Jagat is real also gets deeply rooted. This is the thing which is to be given up first in Vedanta. No identity in the body. Jagat is only an appearance. Mithya, not in reality. So therefore, so what happens? By sense pleasure, we are going against our pursuit, denying us that frame of mind which can appreciate the all-pervasive Chaitanya Rupa Atma. So this is one meaning given for doshavat. What is that? All karmas invariably are endowed with the defect. Therefore, it should be given up. Other meaning is doshavat, like any other dosha. It is not matup, it is not endowed with here having, like any other dosha. For example, we can see the examples which are a dosha, defective nature, which are given up. So also this also should be given up. Read athava.
अथवा दोषः यथा रागादिः त्याज्यते तथा त्याज्यम् इति एके प्राहुः मनीषिणः पंडिताः सांख्यादिदृष्टिम् आश्रिताः अधिकृतानां कर्मिणाम् अपि इति.
So here, Sankhya school of thought is brought. Says, even a person who is eligible to take to karmas should not take to, because they are harmful like many other things, which we escape by giving them up. So the meaning is taken here is doshavat, means like doshas, defects such as raga, dvesha, likes, dislikes, how they lead to sorrow, like that, this also lead to sorrow, therefore they are to be given up. Long sentences there, we will take next time.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतङ्गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ